So medical arts it's a very easy way to integrate global awareness just because the curriculum is always evolving. The world, we're always seeing new outbreaks, we're seeing new treatments, we're seeing new technologies that are just amazing, and how we can treat, a patient in Uganda through a doctor that's sitting somewhere in, the UK. So it's very, very easy to integrate those lessons in with just random everyday current events, or taking, a textbook that's maybe a year or two old and say, hey, this is what it was 2 years ago, and now look at the new innovations that we're seeing worldwide. So it's a nice, easy fit to make it a global focus with our classes and curriculum. Right now, Zika is a huge example. This used to be a condition that we saw in Africa, and now with our global economy and the ability to travel quickly through airlines and everything else, that they've had a chance to sit there and say, hey, it started here and then it spread and it's working their way, into the United States, and we have confirmed cases in the U.S. And it really helps the kids understand that, hey, just because it's something happening over here on the periphery doesn't mean it's not going to one way or the other directly impact them sooner or later. It might not be tomorrow, but it will be somewhere down the line, 24 hours, 24 days, 24 years later, it's going to impact them. And so they slowly start to kind of, as they see these things really, truly happening, in their hometowns. We have so much diversity in this building, and granted, some students have been born in the U.S., but their parents were born in, the other countries. And so it's kind of neat because it gives them more of an opportunity to really share their experiences, share their family experiences, share their culture. And it's not just hey, we're just doing one thing this special day once a year, but it's an everyday thing, especially as we do more and more of the lessons integrated into, every day. The kids get a chance to really share who they are, and they appreciate it because they kind of get to see the world through a different lens, even right there in their own classroom. I'm not a huge force the issue on most occasions. So it's kind of fun when they finally get to that point where they're comfortable. They see everybody else kind of sharing a little bit about their cultural heritage. And then they finally kind of like, oh, hey, in my family, this is how we do something. Or, oh, I remember my mom telling me when they were back in, Mexico or, Ghana, this was how, an illness was treated, and now seeing it treated over here, it's really fun to see them kind of open up and finally relax and share about, who they are and where they're coming from. A lot of our students are dual language, and so they're going into these hospitals and they're working with the doctors and nurses, that kind of piece, and, they'll be in a situation and all of a sudden, oh, hey, you can speak Russian, you can speak Vietnamese, guess what? You're going to, kind of help us out till the interpreter comes kind of concept. Yeah, I work closely with the science department, and I know that they're finding great ways to work this global competence in as well. Just everything from environmental science, once again, like water conservation. So it works in nicely with science and English, and I don't know. I don't think there's a subject out there that you really can't work it in, just because there's so many materials and a diversity out there that it's really easy to work in an English lesson or a history lesson, or integrate things into math and science. So, advice for teachers would be just embrace the process. Definitely don't freak out about it. It takes a while, and quite frankly, a lot of times you're already doing stuff that you don't realize that you're doing, just because it's just kind of the autopilot piece. And so it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's just, adding one more wheel to the wagon per se, and giving you yet another tool in the toolbox to engage your students and to, change it up for you yourself, so that you're not kind of getting stuck in a rut of teaching the same thing over and over again. It gives you a chance to kind of refresh your curriculum and look at your subject matter through a different lens.